मेरा नमस्कार. This is International Master and FIDE Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Association to this intermediate training session. So, I will be covering my topic today. Public wants sharp play. You know, any sports it should be charming. I mean, when you go cricket, somebody hits a four or six, the public is jubilant. Eh? They applaud. So it is like in chess also. When there is a sacrifice or mating attack or very active play, if the players are, I mean, spectators are very happy. So my topic today, public wants sharp play. Okay, to warm up, I want to give a position here. White to play. How should white play here? Veerabhadra Singh, Ramakrishna, then Sureshbhai Chawda, Kamal Makecha, Basal Parikh, Ivan Vishal Shah, and Suek Patel. All are welcome. All right. So was analyzing. He played d4, left me speechless. By the way, you want s3 against Dutch discard. Okay. Welcome, Devar Prakatriya, Keval Sitara. So, how should white play here? The point is, you want sharp play. Now, rook takes bishop and capture on f6, knight f5. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. So, the point is, you can play sharp chess, but your evaluation must be correct and your calculation must be correct. Now, just one variation. Suppose I play takes. He will take it. And now I will play take. He will take it. And then I will play knight f5. Then he will play. The queen will be on e7. Maybe queen will come to e4. And then I give a check. Idea. And he takes pawn into. There is a knight. Knight one from f5 will give checkmate. Knight from f5 will give checkmate. Rook takes. Queen takes. Then rook takes. Rook takes bishop. Then he will take pawn into knight f5, queen e4, queen g5 check, pawn f into g5, knight e6 mate. So this is Veerabhadra Singh rook e7. I mean, you know, I will tell you, all the sports have some similarity. In cricket, the bowler plays the batsman hits for a six. It may go six, he may get out also. You may get out. When you take a chance for six, there is a good chance you may get catch out on the boundary line. So here it is the same case. The case is same here. Now after rook into e7, white will get out. He will not get six. He will not get 6 runs. He will be caught out in the boundary line. Boundary line out. Queen takes. Now rook takes. Now pawn takes. Now knight f5. Queen here. Queen check. Forced. All this is forced. Mate. But there is a flaw. This is why I showed you the diagram. When you want to attack, you need to evaluate the defense of other player. वो भी कच्चा गोली नहीं खेला है, वो भी वो भी खिलाड़ी है, उसके पास पीसेस है, उसके पास ब्रेन है. So अभी क्या द डिफेक्ट ऑफ द कॉम्बिनेशन आफ्टर rook into takes rook into, you need not take this, you need not take, you can just play rook queen rook here, you can just play this move. Now white is exchanged down, white is now exchanged down, and what is the compensation? Queen exchange is threatened और किंग के लिए जगह बन गया. Now the king has got a room to recommend the Korsudai attack against the Dutch. Okay, I am going to discuss Dutch opening today. All right. Today I will discuss Dutch some games. Now, in this particular position, the rook e8, simply rook e8, refute the attack. Attack कहाँ से आएगा? Now, you don't, white has not sufficient force to attack f7. And if you play, the queen exchange will take place. And if you try to prevent, queen e3 will come. Now I will play queen e3. Queen e3 is not correct. Queen e3 is not correct. I will play now. If you play, this looks like a good move. It looks like a good move. Uh, take check. Knight f5, rook into pawn. Yeah, this should win the game because all you need just knight coming out. The tempo is coming. So simply the rook into e7. It looks attractive, but there is a defense here. This is the point. Now no more attack. That is the reason you should not get tempted. आप छक्का मारने के लिए जाओगे, आउट हो जाओगे. देख के मारो, टेक्निकली साउंड होना चाहिए. So the whole point is, I will present you positions sharply, but based on calculation and correct evaluation. Okay. देखो, ये गेम में ऐसा ही हुआ, वो मारा. अभी ये कोई रूल है? This is not a check. Why you have to take it? Huh? Now, this is not correct move. Then still attack will come. You will ignore. You will play knight h5. Knight f5, knight h5. So the correct move is to exchange, threaten to exchange queen. All right. The reason I showed you the game, okay, you do not underestimate opponent's forces, and you need to evaluate the position correctly. The king is white king is exposed, and there is a loose structure, so the attack will not succeed. The attack succeeds normally on a good foundation. Your center must be good, coordination must be there, your king should be safe, and there should be 3 4 pieces. This is not sound to go sacrifice like this. Okay. So this loses the game after rook e8. Now, but in the actual game he played pawn e2. In the actual game वो एक्सेप्ट किया, नेचुरल हूँ, पीस मारा, मेरा पीस मारा, हाँ? छोड़ेगा नहीं, मार दिया, हो गया काम, हो गया खत्म, कर, गेम इज ओवर नाउ, नथिंग. ऑल राइट, ऑल राइट. Now I have picked up some games today of a strong, young, talented Cuban grandmaster. Okay, so position, I will tell you how to. At the moment, white has an attacking chance. For example, the bishop is in a good diagonal, and the rook, the queen can come here, and the rook will come. So white has got attacking forces, but at the moment he wants to exchange the piece, and at attacking. Once the white bishop is gone, very difficult. So priority saves the bishop. You have to move now. Push the knight away because the knight is putting pressure on the center. So push it away. Now I want the bishop, he must capture this. So rook here. The practically forced. Rook here. Now I am attacking. There is a no, because here the knight has to go back, or even rook has to come. It is bad. These are all bad. So he has to concede the bishop. So we have got a major achievement. Now skillful play pushed back opponent into a, okay Ramakrishna, bye. Now How should white play now? Your evaluation and calculation must coordinate. You must find good attacking plan. There is very simple. Attacking plan means white has to bring the queen and white has to bring the rook. I mean rook g3, rook g4 and hit. So he can consolidate, he can wait also. He can just put the pawn so that there is no danger. So at the moment he is waiting for black to commit. Bishop returns. The point is all the time this is coming. You cannot attack. So he pushes the bishop away and now he wants that pawn push will come. So he plays pawn into and now the attack starts. What you want? You want rook here, and rook into pawn. This is one pattern, a mating pattern, and that will force the pawn h6. So again, you will attack the h6 point. There is no minor piece as a guard. So you provoke a weakness and attack. So correct move, rook, with the idea rook h4, rook. Now the simple straight thread, 1 2, is straightforward. So he has to play this. Now again straightforward, queen coming. These are all ordinary moves. Any average player can find all these simple moves. Idea rook h6, g6, queen h6, and then queen into f8 and mate. So the f8 rook must move. Okay, what to do now? Even now, till now, even a player has achieved this. I would give a credit because it is not easy to find all these moves. But anyway, just found. But how to strengthen your position further? Veerabhadra, I will see that later. Because during the class, if I go back to the mailbox, download it, come back, it takes time. So I will see it in the evening today after 8:30 because 7 to 8 I have a class on that graphy chess 7 to 8. So I will 8:30 I will see. Veerabhadra Singh says King H2. It's a good idea. It's a King H2 is a good idea. So but he plays Rook first. So he doesn't want a Rook coming to 7th rank. He doesn't want a Rook 7th rank. So because king has two, rook will come. So first stop the rook and now bring that. It is all no check position. Now there is no check, no back rank check, nothing, and white will strengthen the attack. That means you should not leave any possibility of counterplay for opponent. Very important. So here now black will bring the knight. What else he will do? So he will bring the knight to the game. What to do now? What to do now? Queen g3. If you play queen g3, knight f8 will defend the weak square. Queen g3 with the idea of queen g6 check. So if you play queen g3, he will play knight f8. What will you do? अमित राय एंड वीरभद्र आप अगर क्वीन जी थ्री खेलोगे तो वो नाइट एफ8 जाएगा. डिपेंड. नो 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 not convinced. वीरभद्र not convinced. Queen g3, knight f8. rb2 is not great. He will play queen g7. There comes knight f8, rook h6 winning. So queen g3 now threatening a check and winning. So only move, and now rook into pawn. If pawn into, there is a checkmate, or king into, also checkmate. So why I showed the position that a player did not go all out rash. You want to attack, you need to know which is your piece you need to preserve. The bishop is a very important piece. So his plan of attack is there, but save the bishop. Now you have to come, then push the knight away. He has to go back, and then again at tempo. And logically, this is force move, practically. Other moves will become. Suppose you play rook there, it is a bad position. It's a bad position. Okay. I will give lot of threats now. For example, now variation, maybe I will play RD1, maybe I will play something like what I can do. Uh, RD1 is a good move. There are also other plan. Other plan is maybe here Queen H5 with the idea knight coming, Queen H5 or Queen G4 with the idea knight D6. That is also possible. RD1 idea ND6 and Queen G4. If you play Rook G8, so here this is bad. So it took it, and now he has got a position clear superior because the bishop has no challenger, and now it is winning. All right, going to the next game. So all my idea that you one cannot play rash chess. Sharp chess is not rash chess. You have to go in controlled way. You have to go systematic way. Alekhine used to attack. No rash chess. Scientific attack. Alekhine, Keres, Spassky, Leonard Stein, Gary Kasparov. They were all scientific attack. The other type of attack like Tal group, that is not scientific, but there are very few players. They can coordinate moves. They are gifted players. They have connection with God. So they will get moves from nowhere. So not many players can play like Tal. So taking risk, giving piece down, rook down, queen down, it is not a joke. So play scientific chess and go systematic way and attack. Okay. So now in this particular game, now the theoretical move, this is called the Petrosian system. White now wants to give a positional threat. With the idea, next I will play e4. Once suppose you play bishop e7, it is horrible. Now the position is practically gone. अभी ये तो सेंटर में गया, अभी ये आएगा, अभी ये कुछ नहीं कर सकता. No counter play at all. It is one sided. After d5, even a much lower rated player can beat a grandmaster. Position is so strong, it is he has to just develop and continue the attack systematic manner. So it's not a good idea. You must play this. You must play here d5. D5 is the correct. This is the correct. Here, this is the only move. And after pawn into knight into pawn into pawn, all these things. But many times players are not happy. They are not happy that you take pawn into pawn, then bishop is somewhat doomed. That is why they don't like. And now in the game, black made a decision bishop into knight. So that after you take, bishop is no more bad and I can, this is bad. Logic, his black's logic is bishop on b7 was not active and he has damaged. But this is bad. White has a lead in development. Black has so many weak squares. Number one, e5 square weak. The diagonal is weak. And center. White is ahead in center, development, open line, and weak king. So, what will you do now? Now it is what to do now. Center. So, he plays pawn into pawn and e4, e5. All right. White advantage is clear. Superior center, double bishop. F4, F5. You cannot take that pawn. F6. What a position. Now, if it is only in 12 moves. He has almost got such a dominating position. Nothing better. Bishop has no move, no mobility. Okay, all right. Please find out what to do now. You need to learn to give threats on the weak points. You need to understand where are the targets, practical targets. Somebody you have to participate. Various plans are there. You have various plans. For example, now the one of the plan you can play b3 and develop the queen and long castle. You need to take out your plan should come here and prepare the queen and long castle and start. But you must utilize all the pieces. So the bishop position is not yet completely decided where to put it. So rook g1. No, 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 no. Here, here, rook g1, rook g1, rook g1. Good move. Now there is a direct threat. Direct threat. And taking the pawn is risky business. This will turn out badly. So here he played knight. Find out now improve the rook. Now for example, your plan is to go for queen here and then try to attack. I want to then long castle and attack. But don't you think prior to that rook will be better placed here? Doing two things. Number one, that if you take the pawn, this is trapped. That is one. The second, the rook is ready to operate on the third rank. Rook is operate ready to on the third rank. Because king is going to castle this way. There is no other good move. So queen. He says queen exchange because he understands the attack is coming very strongly. So queen. Now I don't think whatever you do it is trouble. You play pawn b5, then sacrifice may come also. Knight into pawn and bishop into pawn, and the queen will come. So he plays rook. Decisive position, space and initiative. Okay, now he takes up. There is nothing. You cannot criticize. The position is looking hopeless. So he gives a piece to get some counterplay. Now queen takes pawn is not so good. Not so good. I'll castle and d4. Simply I will take it. And now rook e3 is winning. So queen takes pawn. It is not good. So he started playing d4 direct. Counter attack. There is no time. There is no time for here. The queen check is killing. Queen b1, queen b8 check will kill him. so he plays now queen takes pawn. Check. I think it's all over. King comes, then long castle. Long castle will win. Long castle, bishop check. So finish. Devastating position. I would say it is not white one. Black paved his own dig. Black dug his own dig. खुद का कफन उसने तैयार किया. ये जो है बिशप इंटू मारा, this one here d5 is the correct. So think bishop into जो मारा, this is just bad. Losing time, giving double bishop, giving center, all this is bad. But supposing white will not play aggressively, then you cannot punish him. He will get away. अगर आप attack नहीं करोगे, you play some mechanical moves You play, let us say, bishop g2. Take, and now you will play bishop e7. Suppose white will play, then he will play c6. Now you castle, then he will play d5. Next, castle and d7. It is the game. Black is very much in the game. तो मौका मिलते ही हमको बार करना चाहिए. You strike, hit when the iron is hot. Okay. Welcome, Mukund Agarwal. नहीं, because I am actually, the whole point is I am asking you question in critical moment. नहीं तो what will happen? I can tell you, I can go slow. I can ask question. So I want to main my target normally in a class to 15 to 20 games I want to show. Suppose I will slow down, I can show you only 3 4 games. So my point is मैं आपको क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा बट क्रिटिकल मोमेंट आई विल आस्क. Okay. So not a good way to play for black. So he played very energetically. After the move, he played very energetically. Center. Terrific position. A fielder defense. Now the standard main plan, normally the theory goes bishop c4. Now you have to play c6. You have to play c6. Okay, this is theoretically correct. And after that, pawn takes, knight g5 can come. So knight into pawn will come. No, I think this is wrong. This move order is transpose. Fielder directly it is different. Directly fielder comes different. For example, here e4 e5, nf3 d6, d4. Now nd7. Now bishop c4. Now here I have not played nc3. Here bishop e7. Okay. Then I castle. Now knight f6 is possible. What is wrong in this position? Here, bishop e7, there is something wrong here. I can take, and after pawn into, the queen is coming. Then here's the problem, defense nahi aata. And if you take knight into, also the problem comes. Knight into, also the problem comes. Queen h5, queen h5. He has to defend both points, e5 and f7, which is not possible. He can defend only one. And that is the reason, instead of b7, c6 is the standard reply. Now there is no problem. And white will get castle. After he will play b7. Now I can take and g5 with a small advantage, minute advantage. अभी हम मारेंगे तो I will recover the piece with a double bishop. I will recover. Now bishop into knight here, queen into back. So white position is little better. Now suppose you castle here. Now a4 will come so that I can save the bishop in the long diagonal. Okay, in the given game something different happened. Fielder by transposition came. G4. The idea now, instead of playing the normal move bishop c4, I know after the move bishop c4, b7 is okay now because you have made nc3 interpolation. So here g4 giving a gambit. Open line. This is what I mean. Sharp play. This is possible. In a similar position, Siro started this when the pawn is not on e5 at nd7. This is possible. So white has a lead in development and open line. Also center. White has better center, better open line, and better development. So bishop c4. Now the threats are coming. Now he wants to take and play ng5. Now the threat is coming. Okay. And now bishop e7, bishop e7, there is a problem. Bishop e7, there is a problem. Bishop into pawn check, then knight check. And now you cannot go to f8, knight 4. You cannot go, the queen is getting trapped, and you cannot go, knight will come, and here knight into pawn. Normally, in the variation rook here, queen comes for attack, but there is no attack. This is the whole idea of the variation pawn sacrifice on g4. Now I will get exchange. Some very Alekhine's game, Alekhine gave the exchange sack and his queen coming actively, but which is not possible. That is the one. You need to notice the threats. So after the move bishop c4, there is a d7 is ruled out. नहीं खेल सकता आप, sack आ जाएगा. इसीलिए तो he played pawn into surrender the center. Decisive advantage. Now if you play pawn into pawn, bishop check is there. Bishop f7. Huh? Bishop f7, king e7, and that is all bad. Okay, so you cannot play pawn into pawn. So he played knight into pawn into knight. Forced. So even though queens are off the board, the position is clearly better for white because the two extra pawns of black are meaningless. Double pawn and c7 weakness. There are so many pawn weaknesses. Four weak pawns, and also white has a lead in development. The most annoying. अभी दो पान से एक पान गया और बैड पोजीशन. Forced. Only move I think. I want you to think how to conduct the game. Abhi, now sharp chess. Public wants sharp play. So you make the public happy. So khelo abhi, find out. So where is the what is there? NC7. Okay, Amit Rai, I did not notice your comment. Probably you are talking of another game. So Sarup C, eager to get rating when can I play tournament? Your prediction. I believe I believe the problems of this COVID-19 by summer it should end. So the tournament will start probably by May June, I think. Probably by May June because I get the vaccine will come in 2 3 months time. So after that things will normalize. Then the organizers will get warm up. So and I believe May June you can expect tournaments will come. April May June maybe. Okay. So here he comes. Now knight into pawn bishop. What to do now? क्या करोगे? B3 BB2. Okay. I want to see. Please give suggestion. क्या क्या खेल सकते हैं? तो अमित राय स्वरूप से pawn B3 खेलो, knight को भागाओ और BB2 खेलो. I am not happy with this. This pawn B3, bishop F6 will attack the rook. So आप क्या करोगे अभी? Please suggest a move. Somebody suggest a move. B3 Swarup is not correct. Bishop F6 will come attack the rook. So B3 is incorrect. What will you do now? Oh, you will say instead of NF6 B3. No, you have to recover the pawns quickly. If you delay, that is not a good idea. It is not a good idea if you delay. Okay, it's not a good idea. So you better develop. Otherwise, you start giving threats also. Knight will come. If you play B3, he will attack your knight. B3 is not good. So what are you going? He took the pawn. Here comes. No, Amit Rai plays knight G5. So what shall you do? Shall you play ND5 now? The point is critical moments. My knight is attacked. White knight is attacked. So I have to now provision. Knight G5 is not correct. Knight G5 is not the correct move. So knight G5 he will bring bishop E6. आप अगर मूव करोगे डेवलपमेंट होते जाएगा उसमें. So knight G5 is not correct. Bishop G5 also is not correct. Not the best move. You know black is two pawn up. उसको बस एक दो मूव चाहिए. आप अगर एक दो मूव कूल खेलोगे वो कंसोलिडेट कर लेगा. He will develop and consolidate. So you keep him on the saddle. Okay. Now this is a good move. Doing two things. एक ये रूक बंद है. दूसरा ये मार देगा. Then the bishop will be very powerful. Very powerful. So you need to find. Suppose you play here. Here the rook is joining. You will allow the pieces to come gradually. So अगर आप आओगे रुक एट आएगा आपको मारना पड़ेगा रुक इनटू आगे अच्छा नहीं होगा. So it is simply रुक को बंद करो threatening to take. Knight G8 very good move. Swarup very well played. Here bishop F5. Now B3. You have to move and now knight into and now bishop. Open the position. It is a middle game without queens. हो गया. Now for one pawn tremendous compensation. If you play king there knight h6 will come. Knight h6 or so he plays bishop. So knight come back. So I gained time. Main thing I have gained time. Plus white has got a clear superior position now. So king is bad. Time is out. हो गया. अभी pawn तो वापस मिलेगा. Guaranteed I am going to get the pawn. Pressure is so much. Fully centralized pieces. So after that activity, the threat is knight into pawn. Now knight into pawn and followed by pawn into e5. Very well played. Now knight into pawn, he is ready to return material. Rook into will come, all these things. So sharp play. Public wants sharp play. Chalo, bhago, run. Run for life. हो गया. Now it is an attack will come. The two rooks, knight, bishop. Attack. Forced. हो गया. अभी ये जो है ना इसका बैटरी ये बैटरी कम करेगा लॉन्ग टर्म. मारना पड़ेगा उसको. अनफॉर्चुनेटली अभी कहीं घट गया तो रुक इनटू एंड खत्म हो जाएगा. फोर्स्ड एंड गॉन. लॉस्ट पोजीशन में इसमें कुछ नहीं. इट इज ए प्रोजाइक विन होगा. एक्सचेंज अप एंड ऑल्सो सिंपल विनिंग पोजीशन. बट so many sharp moves. Okay, what is the doubt here? Devang Makwana, good morning. चलो, what is the doubt I want to see? Here, what is the doubt, वीरभद्र? कौन सा पोजीशन में आपको डाउट है? Why on 25th move c5? Okay, 25th move c5. This is what I mean. Now I will tell you. Now the whole point is now public wants sharp play. अगर ये खेलोगे तो I am forcing the game to open. Suppose you play knight into pawn. अभी ये गेम में एक नया ट्विस्ट चालू हो जाएगा. It will now a new leaves of life will come. अभी नाइट has to move. नाइट डबल अटैक है, रुक इनटू नाइट थ्रेट है, तो नाइट वापस आएगा. तो द पोजीशन, अभी द पोजीशन इट इज वेरी नॉट सो, ये मार सकता हूँ. ओके, दिस इज व्हाइट may not lose but it is not that great. So this is finishing the practically force move. ये फोर्स है. अभी आओगे तो नाइट इंटू f6 with a threat of rook into d6. देखा योर आंसर. इसीलिए मैं जो पहला डायग्राम आज दिखाया, दैट पहला डायग्राम का मतलब क्या था. यू सी द होल डायग्राम आई शोड यू फर्स्ट. I showed you this. Now on here you don't have to mechanically, ये मारा तो कोई रूल नहीं, rook e8 is black better. That is the reason. Capture does not mean recapture. तो आपको ये जो कर रहा है, कहाँ भैया, भैया ये गेम था ना. नो नो नो, ये गेम था ना. So here on 25th move here this is when you capture, no, he will play, he will not capture. You are calculating that capture, but you have to calculate other moves. This is the point. This is the point. Okay. And now suddenly the position white is in clearly better winning chances. But if you knight into pawn, you throw away your win. अभी knight into pawn के बाद win नहीं होगा. अभी knight into pawn, some bishop check will come, king भाग जाएगा. So, but here I am forcing the matter. Forcing. मारना पड़ेगा, कोई चॉइस नहीं. नो चॉइस. Forced. 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 A series of forces. Hello, Paris Kumar. Good morning. All right. Moving forward next. So white has got us this line. This is this. The other move is also good. You can play f4 also. But this is development. So only move I support. Now only move Maro. Other moves is bad. If you play here and f6, I will play pawn to c5. So take now and knight f6. White stands better. Okay, the position is better, but sharp play. What to do now? Our the next plan is to double bring the bishop here and castle. Bishop here and castle is very good. But when you play bishop here, you will play b5, b5, b4. So we have to create provision. We should not play mechanical moves. इसमें क्या है, bishop c4 castle कर दो. This is lightning में ठीक है. Blitz game में who cares? गया तो गया, blitz game है. But you should always take care that opponent can counter with b5. So a4, a4. Naturally, black bishop is very important. White stands clearly. Space and open line clear better. Okay, there is square weakness. Okay, nothing happens. Queen e2 will come. If you play knight e3, queen e2 will come. I think game gone. The player did not play, I mean scientifically, that bishop h6. तो two waste moves. ये जो move है, ये जो है, one move and this move, development छोड़ के ये सब कर रहा है. The player must complete development. Now, if black knew what is coming, he should have decided bishop g4, knight d7. You keep developing. A bad move, one after another. Second bad move, third bad move, three bad moves in a row. Abhi it is too late. Now, what should white do now? ये तो ब्लैक 12 का भाव में गया है. बॉम्बे का लैंग्वेज 1 को 12, 12 का भाव में गया. व्हाट टू डू नाउ? I learned this बारह का भाव का dialect from the movie CID. 1950s का old movie CID. Johnny Walker said बारह का भाव में जाएगा. So I like that. Now अभी क्या करेंगे? The whole point is white is completely winning now. Finish the game. You have to time it. You need to time it Bishop C5. Amit Rai, Parik, Paris Kumar, you have to time Bishop C5. अभी don't you think ये knight यहाँ रहेगा तो Bishop C5 is killing. So this is correct. Bishop C5 okay. Maybe here I would push the knight first. So I push the knight because after this move Bishop C5 is winning the game. But direct Bishop C5 exchange दे भी देगा. So here the I am worried कि वो Bishop exchange दे देगा. This is the position I am worried. बहुत बहुत कुछ खेलने को फाइट करेगा. That is why I suggest that ये खेलो knight f6 force करो and then bishop c5 game over. Choice नहीं दे रहा. I am not giving choice. खत्म. Exchange दो ना दो अभी threat आ रहा है. ये threat आ रहा है. गेम में वो खेला bishop c5 and now s3 and winning. अभी सब कुछ गया. He loses the whole house. अभी गया queen d7 is losing. The queen a5 is losing. जगह नहीं है queen को. Queen a5 को b4 आएगा. So it is lost. तो बेसिकली क्या प्रॉब्लम है गेम में हमको जानना चाहिए हाउ ए गेम कोलैप्सेस. सो हियर ही इज प्रिपेयरिंग बिशप सी. अभी आपको बस डेवलपमेंट करते जाना है. यू नीड टू डेवलप द पीसेस क्विकली. बिशप जी4 खेलो एंड डी7 खेलो. बेसिक रूल से बाहर जाएगा. एक फर्स्ट मूव इन रॉन्ग डायरेक्शन. फर्स्ट बैड मूव. सेकंड बैड मूव डेवलपमेंट छोड़ के एक्शन. थर्ड बैड मूव. एक बैड मूव वन में गेट अवे. इफ यू मेक वन मिस्टेक चलो कुछ ना कुछ हो जाए निकाल देंगे. दो मिस्टेक टू मच. थ्री मिस्टेक इट सुसाइड. ऑल राइट. Actually this is a very passive. Now the correct move I would say bring knight out. Then next move bishop c5. Okay, bring the knight out. And now here if you play some bishop here then only I will play. You should not play beforehand. Eh? Beforehand you need not play. So here the correct move is this is bad move. Knight c6 is correct move. Okay, I will discuss knight c6 what to do and d3 I will do what to do. Clear better. Now this now black is already in trouble. Already in trouble. Center. Now even now its position is not so bad, but black should play now first d6. Now knight f3. Then he plays c6 and then bishop e6 and you need to play slowly. पोजीशन बिगड़ गया है. एक मिस्टेक से गेम नहीं जाता है. बट कम से कम c6 खेलो and then d6 खेलो. First you play d6 c6 but he wanted to go directly. He wanted to play direct d5. The point is and Guico piano it comes when bishop is on c5 or somewhere. Now e5 को d5 which is not working here. Now e5. अभी d5 खेलेगा तो ये करेगा तो इंटू करेगा दो चला जाएगा. So this is the problem. e5 and game is over now. Lost. The position is so bad. इतना पैसिव नहीं खेलना. ये सब तो नहीं देना है. Castle. The position, development, center, open line तीनों में अभी एक के बाद ये actually I will tell you sometimes you know there are some adjustment also. I don't know. See, both are from this is I don't know this Delchev is Bulgaria or I don't know he's from Cuba. So here knight into ये ये ठीक नहीं है पोजीशन. क्यों सब चार पांच मूव वेस्ट करना है? डेवलपमेंट हुआ ही नहीं है. अनदर बैड मूव. वेरी सस्पिशियस गेम आई बिलीव. कम से कम अब सब तो डेवलप करो. अनदर बैड. अटैक इज कमिंग नाउ. सिर्फ नाइट ही मूव करता है. 26-21 player cannot play like this. I don't think a 26-21 player he will not play. I met the Delchev in Spain, Linares or Ubeda tournament. I had gone 97, 98 area I think. A knight kitna move? If you look how many knight move in 19 moves, there are 9 or 10 9 moves. You cannot play like this. Plus, khatam ho. Because only move this, there is no other move. Bishop f6 is terrible move. Knight into, rook into, it is just bad. Khatam. But I will tell you, I just kept the game for a model game. Basically, so many bad moves, series of bad moves. 19 movement, how many knight moves? If you count the knight moves, there are at least 9 knight moves must have taken place. See, one knight move. Black count the knight moves. Two knight move, three knight move, four knight move, five knight move, six knight move, seventh knight move, eight knight move, nine knight moves. 9 knight moves in 19. Cannot be. I suspect the whole game. Hello, Dina Patel. Good morning. However, Bishop opening, I want to discuss a little bit, which is not bad. Bishop opening is not bad. I recommend to players who are not would give so much time to chess. E4, E5, Bishop C4 is a very easy line. Now, D3. The reason is anytime player want to avoid this line. They want to avoid this. Now knight into is not good. D5 will come. The queen h5, then knight d6. Of course, if queen takes pawn is just choice, but white can play knight f3 and castle. Go for activate. No, I think bishop b3. Now queen into pawn is just nothing. So bishop b3 with the idea he wants to knight f3 and castle. This is one plan. But here d3 stops that plan. D3 stops. Knight c6, bishop g5. Now bishop e7 makes sense. Okay. I think the position black has just developed. Now black is giving a threat. As long as the pawn is under pressure, now knight cannot come. This bishop is the most important attacking piece of white. So the idea knight f5, I will take the knight bishop, and then there is no attack will come. But at the moment, the e pawn needs protection. So, oh, so d6, and now knight f5 is here to stop. So he plays h3. This is easy. You could have played also knight f5. This is also plus. He played now bishop a6. There is no more attack. White is played now, for example, his move h3, and then this is a redundant knight. So this is not good now. Not aggressive position. Now pawn into pawn and exchange the bishop. Finish. Black has now rooks are coordinated. Black rooks are coordinated, and there is no tactic and there is no weak point in the black camp. The center is also not bad. So black has got a very comfortable game. So this is what I mean. Black has taken the initiative. Okay. This is how black should play. This is how a model game d3 you should play nc6. And only when he comes, bishop to e7. Otherwise, I will not play. Okay. So this is very important. Okay, I'll show some other games I've kept. Bishop opening is good. The knight from g8 came till b3. Yes, that is what I mean. अगर अपोनेंट इतना टाइम पास करेगा तो अटैक आएगा ही आएगा. So bishop b3 you should not. The point is these are not attacking moves. These are not attacking. Your queen has already moved. You have to take. You have to move. So initiative must come. You have to surrender the bishop. It is better that he should take this and get an inferior game. But anyway, it is bad. You cannot accept that knight. Mate on the H line will come. Even g6 not possible. So now the position is anyway bad. So he has made already a target for white. So white is now having a very strong attacking position. The pawn is also under pressure. He plays this queen into pawn. You have time for development. Very well played. An excellent plan. The queen cannot stay a long time here after the rook comes. So before that, he is creating a target. He is creating a target. White stands better in center. Oh, this is rash. White has attacking position. Toulouse was, you must know that Toulouse was a great attacking player. And Spassky came under his training and Spassky became a great attacking player. During the analysis and training sessions, they will try to sacrifice. And Toulouse told Spassky, if you play a tournament, you must sacrifice something. Otherwise, don't talk to me. The condition was he must sacrifice minimum a pawn, a piece, whatever you sacrifice and come and talk to me. So that was the condition he gave to Spassky. So every tournament, Spassky was under pressure to find a sacrifice. So that increased his imagination as a child, and he became a great attacking player. Great attacking player. Then his theoretical part developed under Bondaravsky. Bondaravsky was good in opening theory, and after that, Spassky became a candidate for IM, GM, and World Championship. So Toulouse was by nature was a great attacking player. So now there is no attack. There is only one check. Defended. Now d3 defended. Idea next move the knight is free. Now the king has defended. So next knight c3 and there is no attack. Knight c4 and there is no attack. And now g5 attack will come. No counterplay at all. Intermediate move. Idea now rooks are connected. Counter attack. Consolidation complete. Finish. There is no attack, and now white has got a fantastic position. But I will tell you, these are not the way to play the bishop opening. This is not the way. But I am just showing you that mistakes by black player. And now there is a variation. You can play f4 here. This involves some traps. For example, on knight g4, you can play f5. And if you play knight, bishop check is meaningless. Bishop check में कोई दम नहीं, पीस चला जाएगा. Bishop check में पीस चला जाएगा शायद. So knight here, this is no problem. The queen will come. Now queen d7. Okay, if you castle, then he will play knight. Now knight on knight is nothing. You are now rook down, but the knight will not come out. Knight will be lost anyway. After the move bishop g5 and king e2, the knight is lost. That means white is only sacrificing exchange, not the full rook. White is rook down, but he is going to get the knight. That means for exchange, इतना attack, हैं? चार पीस और एक दो pawn attack में है. हैं? This is very dangerous. तो ये तो trap हो जाएगा and attack will be unstoppable. Now queen, knight, bishop, 4-5 pieces in attack. ये तो गया. So this who is castle here, queen g5, then your castle is not the best. Knight into rook is not bad, good move. Bad. So here he plays castle. That is also knight s3 is good. Now let us say on queen h5, he comes not taking queen d7. This is bad. Queen e7 is a bad move. Knight d5 आ जाए. And if you play queen here, then bishop यहाँ आ जाए. भाई इसको बचाओ. तो यह ऐसा आएगा. ये आएगा सब. तो अभी इसको बचाते जाओ. सो ओनली मूव. अभी क्या है, आपका रुक जा रहा है, आपका रुक जाए, लेकिन यू टेक दिस इनटू. तो अभी अटैक छोड़ो. नाउ द पोएट्री विल बिकम प्रोज. नाउ फ्रॉम पोएम आई विल गो टू एसे. प्रोजाइक खेलेगा. प्रोजाइक. ये मारेंगे तो मैं ये मारेगा, ये मारेगा, आप ये मारोगे तो मैं ये मारेगा. तो अभी ये तो जाएगा ना. आई थिंक आई हैव केप्ट वन गेम फॉर दिस. एक गेम में रखा है इसके लिए. तो ये नहीं चलेगा. सो क्वीन d7 इज बैड. कैसल करेंगे तो नाइट h3 आ जाएगा. ऑल राइट. इन द एक्चुअल गेम में क्या हुआ, क्या बेंट लार्सन, a great I mean player whose style was very sharp style. He used to play sharply in any position, white, black, any variation. He was playing always sharply. जावाज खिलाड़ी था. जावाज. तो जान को बाजी लगा के खेलते थे वो लोग. नाइट. Simple. You come there, I'll hit. White is better. White has a file and center and more development. This is no problem. We capture how many moves. There is no problem. Now the point is, white has got full center control and also the flank. अब ये कुछ नहीं होगा, इसमें अटैक आ जाएगा. Now the point is, strategically, to keep the bishop bad, you play this move so that the bishop has no mobility. Positional advantage also strategic advantage. Simple moves he is doing. Okay, forced. And now if you surrender, an exchange sack is ready. If you take, and then hitting, it will come. So very well played. Okay, if black has made a passive, अभी आपको क्या करना है? दीना पटेल, मैंने ओके आई विल शो यू अबाउट रूक डाउन. दीना पटेल में आपको आपका डाउट क्लियर करेगा. वीरभद्र सिंह सेज आफ्टर दिस कैन वी. नो वीरभद्र, आई हैव टू फिनिश दिस गेम्स, देन आई विल गो टू डाउट. Okay. So here, what he says, good morning is going. Okay, okay. Now, what should white do? You know, logically speaking, if logically, Your all pieces should join the attack. Now white has got 5 pieces, 4 pieces in attack. The knight wants to join the attack. And after knight coming, attack will come. And he will consolidate. Now queen will come here first. Now there is no threat. Okay, force move, rather force move. Now knight wants to join. And also consolidation. I want to play c3, then queen side no problem, and knight f4 it will finish. Finish हो जाए. अभी now if you don't play it, next move c3 and knight f4 will kill him. This will finish him. So he took and allowed finish combination. It is mating attack. Mating attack. गया क्वेश्चन. अभी मारना पड़ेगा इसको तो रुक चला जाएगा. So it is actually the whole point is the position got very good and black played very passively. Okay, Dina Patel's worry rook down मैं बताऊंगा. Dina, you need not worry. देखो आपको ये जो है ना ये ट्रापी लाइन है. Basically these are ट्रापी lines. NG4 is a bad move. So F5 आएगा. अभी रुक अटैक नाइट अटैक. अगर आप H5 करोगे तो मैं अभी क्या करेगा. मैं नाइट S3 खेल सकता हूँ क्या. मे बी knight s3 को queen check आ जाएगा. Knight s3 some queen check will come. So I will play knight s3 here. No, knight s3 भी ठीक नहीं होगा. Here one thing castling is ruled out. One thing castle is ruled out. Exchange दे देगा. क्या है exchange दे देगा इसमें. Exchange दे. Not this. I will play queen. I will play queen. I will play queen here. And now if you play knight, then I am playing knight. Now ये आएगा. Now ये कैसल कर देगा. बिशप निकालो और कैसल करो, खत्म हो जाएगा. बिशप जाओ f6 यू रिटर्न. नाइट तो ट्रैप हो गया. तो फॉर एक्सचेंज इट इज टू मच. और नाउ बिशप g5 एंड नेक्स्ट लॉन्ग कैसल. आई गेट द फॉर एक्सचेंज इट इज टू मच. और इन द रूक डाउन जो है यू आर वरीड. आप जो वरीड है क्वीन h5. नाउ यू प्ले कैसल. कैसल करोगे कि नहीं. ओके क्वीन h5 कैसल. अभी यू आर वरीड अबाउट दिस. क्या है नाइट. नाइट h1 कहाँ आया. कैसल को मैं नाइट h3 किया. रूक डाउन. आई टोल्ड यू ऑलरेडी इट इज नॉट अ रूक डाउन, इट इज एक्सचेंज डाउन. क्योंकि ये नाइट तो जाने वाला है. तो यू आर नॉट रूक डाउन. ये नाइट आपको मिल जाएगा. दैट मीन्स एक्सचेंज डाउन. एक्सचेंज के लिए कितना इनिशिएटिव आपका. कौन कौन पीस खेल रहा है. ये सब खेल रहा है. दोनों नाइट दोनों बिशप क्वीन अटैक में. तो ये सरवाइव होगा. अब ये तो नाइट रिटर्न नहीं होगा. तो विल इट सरवाइव. अभी ये नाइट का छोड़ो ना. अभी इधर आ जाओ. ये हो गया. छोड़ो नाइट को. भाई इधर मेट बचाओ. एक ही मूव है. तो ये मार दो. मारेगा. ये विशेष क्वीन इंटू मारने से हमको फिर डिफेंड करना पड़ेगा. इसे मारो. हाँ? अभी कहाँ है. ये शाक तो आ जाएगा. सो ये नहीं आएगा. वो इधर ये इधर आएगा. यू विल कम टू f8. f8 आएगा. तो ये अटैक करना है. अटैक करने के लिए क्या करना है. अटैक के लिए अभी क्या है. डायरेक्ट सेक्रीफाइस इज बैड बिकॉज क्वीन g5 का ऑप्शन रहेगा. जस्ट पुल द बिशप. काफी हो जाएगा. क्या करेंगे. क्या करेंगे अभी इसको. हम्म? बिशप सा चलेगा क्या. बिशप टेक्स क्वीन चेक किंग देयर. देन क्वीन h7 चेक. देन king f8. king f6 say cannot come. He will play king to f8 check. चलेगा. आई थिंक इट विल वर्क. कैनॉट कम. नाइट d5 मेट हो जाएगा. तो ये नीचे जाएगा. तो चेक. इधर आएगा तो ये चेक, इधर आएगा, द पोजीशन लुक्स बैड, ग्लूमी। द पोजीशन में ये पोजीशन क्वीन चेक आएगा एंड पॉन पुश। अभी इतना मटेरियल डाउन है, 3 पीस डाउन है। दिस लुक्स टू मच। अभी बिशप 3 पीस डाउन है, 3 पीसेस डाउन, बट ये क्वीन आने का चांस है। चेक, क्या करेंगे इसको? This is अभी पॉन पुश करेगा। चेक, ये चेक, मार दो इसको और नया क्वीन लेके आ जाओ। So these are all dream, but I don't think without sacrifice I will give. In actual, this is a good position. This is a good position. After this, what I will do? Maybe ND5 first. Maybe ND5 first. So that I control and give a threat. I give a threat of pawn push. And now if you play, I will sacrifice. I think this will work now because the king is unable to run away. The whole point is वो king भाग जाता था. अभी he cannot run away. This should win the game. Okay. So this is pretty dangerous. आप रूक डाउन है तो क्या है? अभी यू आर ए रूक डाउन, ओके दीना, तो मैं अभी खेला, ये आया नहीं, तो अभी ये पोजीशन में आप यू आर वरीड दैट क्वीन एच फाइव को रूक ले लेगा, कैसल करेगा, ये मारेगा तो मैं दिखाया आपको अभी। आई टोल्ड यू दैट देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन दिस। ओके दीना, queen of 7, then bh6 and d5. The problem is queen of 7 and bh6, there is a problem. You see what Virabhadra, when you play queen of 7 check, now king f8, now when you play bishop here, now there is some problems. I'm apprehending that queen check will come, but one move there, yeah, there is a mate threat here. Yeah, yeah, I think this is also working because there is only one check. You did not get worried. G8 is also problem. So ये जो है, ये these are trappy lines. So it is not good. ये move बेकार move है. This is a bad move. Knight move is a bad move. F5, white stands better. अभी knight आया तो queen h5. अभी queen d7 is losing. I told you. Queen d7 तो ये इसमें गेम जाएगा बिशप से, एंड क्वीन e7 आएगा, टेम्पो पे टेम्पो आएगा, फिर नाइट d5 आएगा। ओके, यू कम हियर, देन nd5 विल किल यू, nd5। अब ऐसा सब खेलना पड़ेगा, क्या है ये कुछ, दिस इज ऑल बैड। ऑल राइट, सो कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट गेम, हाउ टू हैंडल बिशप ओपनिंग, आई विल शो यू फर्स्ट वन मोर गेम ऑफ बिशप ओपनिंग। ये तो दिखा लिया, दिखा, आई शोड दिस गेम ऑलरेडी, शोड दिस। नाउ बिशप ओपनिंग, एक और गेम हो गया बिशप ओपनिंग। नाउ आई विल टेक यू टू नेक्स्ट गेम, बुइको पियानो। So this is a very easy game. For example, this is ridiculous. Here, take, now. Why you have to why not play, why nc3 and open? Okay, this is okay. There is nothing wrong, but this is bad. You should have played here the correct move, knight f3, waiting for knight to come, then bg5 will come and hit. So knight f3 you should play now h6, not allowing bg5. Next move, suppose you bishop here, the knight will come. No bishop g5, b7 and castle. This is how more cautious approach. This is more cautious. Okay, but he played now bad move. White played a bad move. Knight f5. Now this is no problem. Development. You cannot keep playing now. Development. Next, you have to move the knight, but where? The rook will come now for activity. Active play. Welcome to take b7. Now b line. Okay. The other move. What you are going to do now? What will you do now? Want to play move like some b3? आप b3 करोगे तो मैं बिशप g5 और f5 आएगा. Suppose you play here b3. Now, apart from ये तो hanging रहेगा. Now I will play here. You threatening f5. This will give very active play. And if you go somewhere, rook will come. Idea that queen will come. So he gives decided not to play. He played here rook b1. Idea bishop g7 and f5. Black got very active play. Now I want to start f5 like King's Indian. And normally that kind of strategy normally in King's Indian getting generating activity. Very active play. Next, the bishop will be posted in center. And no challenger of dark squares. If you count materially, it is equal material, but black pieces are more active. You can also play like this. This theme also. This theme is also not bad. Pawn into pawn, then pawn push. When you have got attack, queen will come and start rolling the pawns. G5, G4. This is also very strong plan. The queen has 4 and G5, G4. But the player likes to open the game. No, 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 no. We want to open. Forced to weaken. Tempo. I gain it. Okay. How to play now? The question I'm asking you question now. How should black play? Basically, about the rating factor, Magnus Carlsen is okay 2882, but I would say it is Fischer and Kasparov. They had a better rating. Compare because rating has inflation. Now there is inflation of rating. 100 point plus at least more than 100 point inflation is there. So if Fischer's performance you add, he would have been more than 2950. So also Kasparov. So their rating and games are better than Carlsen. Carlsen is only technical player, not great attacking genius. Dina Patel says f3. You want to open the game. F3 is a positional move. You will get blocked. So open the position. F line open, H line open. Attacking knight coming. Building up attack. Finish. The game is ending now. Now ending. Queen check and rook. The point is the position is color complex. All of you know I have already told black has an advantage of color complex. Not only an attacking position, it is a big initiative. The bishop, the white bishop is doing nothing. This is a useless piece now. Not good in defense, not good in attack. It cannot do anything in defense also, neither can it attack. Of course, queen exchange, I will not allow. Even with reduced material, the attack cannot be stopped. Please notice the way white is handling. Systematically, this pawn needs protection many times. The feel for position. H5 will come. So no checks will come diagonal. So very well played. Now is the rule how to attack on push. Let me ask you what to do for attack now. How to put pressure? You have the advantage of color complex. अभी आपको प्रेशर कैसा लगाओगे? How did the player whose game showed today forces right now? What is his age? I would say that player is age maybe around 30, 28, 28, 29, 30, around 30s. Energetic young player. Right now he is around 30. Normally a player's peak comes 35, 30 to 35 because nowadays 30 and also after 35 the energy level goes down. The nerves becomes weaker slowly. The memory, the reflexes, धीरे धीरे सब कुछ कम होते जाएगा. Just like any other sports, क्रिकेट में फुटबॉल में भी वही एज में रिटायर करते धीरे धीरे. No, no, he plays queen coming. Idea there is a threat is coming. The idea is not the pressure. The whole point is watching the square. At the moment, it does not look dangerous. At the moment. So, he plays queen. Rook, now back. What? How to improve further? Now, black improves the game. Rook, again. Now, back again. Now, I want a plan how to improve the position further. Color complex. This is color complex. अभी मेट थ्रेड है तो आपको रुक कहीं नहीं. यू हैव टू प्ले लाइक दिस. नाउ हियर यू विल स्टॉप द मेट थ्रेड एज वेल एंड पुट प्रेशर हियर. सो द करेक्ट मूव रुक एफ. यू कैनॉट प्ले नाउ. क्वीन एच1 चेक विल विन. क्वीन एच1 चेक आ जाएगा. सो ये इसके लिए टाइम नहीं है क्वीन एच1. सो ही इज प्रिपेयरिंग ना क्वीन एच1. सॉरी क्वीन एट. क्वीन एट. नाउ फिनिश्ड. कलर कॉम्प्लेक्स. ना रुक क्वीन से मार सकता है ना पॉन से, तो इलीगल है. फिनिश. अभी किंग से मार सकता है क्वीन चेक, ना पॉन से मार सकता है क्वीन चेक, ना क्वीन से मार सकता है पिन. तो द पोजिशन पुश करेंगे तो भी मेट. ये पुश करेगा तो भी मेट. मारेंगे तो भी मेट. क्वीन से मारेगा तो क्वीन गया. मेट ही है, मेट है. रुक रुक आएगा और उसके बाद भी मेट हो जाएगा. तो द होल पॉइंट इज स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ अटैक. ओपन द पोजिशन. ओके. Now action man zero. There are some die-hard people like Siro, Grishchuk, you know, Morozovic, this Bent Larsen, पुराना बुढ़ा शेर बुढ़ा हो गया मर गया. Bent Larsen. Then this young players also I find many double-edged players. And I am telling you, these players are different from Tal style. Tal style is different, complete different. So these modern players, they prepared. The attack fails, the still game is very active. So F5. Dutch. Somebody was asking me Dutch. So this is better line. There are other Dutch is there. Here this is called stone wall. This is inferior line because now after castle d3 e4 will come or e4 break will cannot be stopped. So stone wall, and there is a problem of this bishop also. इसका भी problem है stone wall. That is why Leningrad Dutch is more active and it is good also. Now what happened? This is a King's Indian structure. If pawn on f7, it is a King's Indian defense structure. So we move the knight and then play f5. Now normally the knight goes to d7, e8 and play f5. The pawn is already on f5. So compared to King's Indian, black has one extra move here for the center. So Leningrad Dutch is active, but I will tell you it is white wants to sharp play. Public wants sharp play. E5 has this is the only plan. Otherwise you cannot do. So take. Now the point is he wants to recover the pawn. So goes for this, takes, takes, and now knight. Offering the exchange. Now I would not, if I am black, I will not take this rook. This is bad. Definitely not. But what else? You here you lose a pawn. That means you have to play moves, a ugly move like this, which is also bad. So he took the exchange. Now exchange down, forced. Queen has to move from there. Now dark squares. The idea simply bishop to b2 and queen c3. Terrific attack. ये black square का lot of problem है. What is telling now? I have also annotated many games. It is not uploaded. If you annotate, it might be from its own folder. You annotated this game? Actually, I will tell you, I did not annotate. I was organizing a chess camp. I was organizing a chess camp. I have done hundreds of chess camp. Before I came to Gujarat as a coach here, I organized privately many camps, many camps. So one camp, I selected this game. There was some notes already. So I added some notes. I added because lot of questions people ask. So I added some notes analyzing the game. So I have given notes. It is not given to any publication, but for the camp, I annotated. So here, so compensation factor. अभी अभी ये नहीं आ सकता है. उसने रोका, उसने इसको रोका, तो ये इधर टोका, तो इधर आएगा अभी. You can't do this. You cannot do this. So आया, आ गया. Attack will come now. Extend down, but भरपूर compensation. Now it is not easy. The whole point is आप check देने से वो भाग जाएगा. The point you have to play enduringly. You have to play slowly, improve the position. Idea. I want to dislodge of the knight later on. Cannot take the pawn. Taking the pawn will be lethal. You take the pawn, king check, king 8, queen into pawn. वो c6 मरेगा, सब कुछ मरेगा. So you cannot accept that pawn. Consolidated. Now you cement. अभी pawn नहीं मारा, अब मार देगा, अब मार देगा. So you put cement, cementing the pawn. Cement डाल दिया. A very well played move. Now the point is, this is he cannot accept that because of queen g7 check. हो गया. Now the point is, attack is unstoppable. कुछ नहीं होगा. How should white play now? Great players. I have seen, I saw many movies, many movies. Mostly all Hindi movies, all old movies I have seen. And when I was in USA, I was seeing a lot of English movies. Movies of uh, Arnold Schwarzenegger, movies of, you know, uh, there are so many, how to attack. My favorite actor was Sylvester Stallone, Schwarzenegger, action man, all. Okay, how to win further? He played brilliant. And now another punch. Second time exchange sacrifice. Second time exchange sacrifice. खत्म. Paralyzed position. The position is paralyzed. अभी queen हिलेगा नहीं. You cannot allow a check. Eh? Next, I will pull the bishop. I will pull the bishop and queen here, and then unstoppable attack. I will pull the bishop back first. इधर भी कर दो. अभी exchange दे दिया तो भी जाएगा कि ऐसा नहीं बचेगा. Lost. So these are all dangerous things. Exchange खाना खतरा था. But I will show another game. I will show another game. Okay. So normal move. Now the black strategy. Black must play e5. Otherwise he cannot get any activity. So idea. Black wants to play now e5. So d5. The point is e5 will met with an impassant. And if you take bishop takes pawn, there is a tactics will come here. So a5 idea, with the idea the knight comes to now, knight wants to come here. Sorry, knight wants to come to c5, and then he will get a good game. Good move, knight e1, good move. You will see the point. Now impasse. You cannot take with the bishop, you cannot take with the queen, but this. Now the pawn is lost. So finally, black has achieved what he wanted. And if you take the pawn, there is some counteraction. Counteraction. B3, C4 pawn. Now, if you defend it, there is problem in the diagonal. But still, I will defend. Because you cannot give the pawn. After giving the pawn, there is a lot of activity for black. So, defend. I want you to evaluate the position. I want you to evaluate this position. Yes, Anthony. There was Anthony. Yes, exchange sacrifice. So, I have already told, given a hint, exchange sacrifice. So, we will take knight into, bishop into. The point is, now you can get back the exchange or sufficient counterplay. For example, now the bishop is unprotected in the line of the rook. So, we give knight tempo. Abhi, now bishop has to go back. Suppose you return here, then bishop a3. अभी ये थ्रेट है. आई वांट टू विन द एक्सचेंज बैक. अगर आप वापस जाओगे तो जस्ट ये रुक क्वीन हट जाओ और ये ट्रैप हो जाए. अभी आपको बस क्वीन हट जाना है. ओके. एंड देन द रुक इज ट्रैप. आई विल कलेक्ट द एक्सचेंज. देन हु इज बेटर? नाउ who is better in this position? My question to all of you, who is better now? White is going to get the exchange back. Goenka 06 says white is clearly winning. You know, I had this position with one of my student, a very famous student. A very famous student. I lost this game. Now what should white do now? What should white do? No, white is better here. white is white is an extra pawn. white का पास pawn है और white को exchange मिल जाएगा. white is better. Vela says Vela says queen c2, queen d2. What c2 is not Vela, your notation. Abhi, it is not a good idea. You don't give material. You do not give material. No, white should win the game. आपको वेरी सिंपल लॉजिकली आंसर देता हूं. अभी आपके पास दो मूव है. अभी जस्ट पुल, ये तो गया ना, ये तो जा रहा है, तो बस पुल द क्वीन. आपको बस क्वीन d3 और क्वीन d2. सो द करेक्ट मूव इज क्वीन d3. दिस इज द करेक्ट. Now, this position, white is clear better because I'm going to get exchange back and one extra pawn. But what is wrong here? Queen d2 is a bad move. You know, same winning position, but एक छोटा सा गलती बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. Now, if you play queen d2, now this position there is a lot of problems will come. So here, suppose queen d2, ये position में bishop आएगा, rook आएगा. Now queen d2, now bad move. अभी टेम्पो आ गया. अभी ये रूक जो टॉप है, बिकॉज द क्वीन इज अनप्रोटेक्टेड, ही गेन्स ए टेम्पो. अगर क्वीन डी थ्री पे होता था, देर इज नो टेम्पो. अभी आप ये आओगे तो भी मार देगा बिशप इंटू. दिस इज द डिफरेंस. दिस इज द डिफरेंस इन क्वीन डी टू एंड क्वीन डी. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. ओके, गेम में एक्चुअली आई लॉस्ट द गेम. सिंपल, यू नो, one of my student, I lost the game as white. Anyway, that you leave apart. And now bad move. आ गया queen. Sharp play. अभी after queen d3 it is all over. It is black will technically lost only. black. अभी कुछ नहीं बचेगा. सब खत्म. End of the initiative. कोई अटैक नहीं. black से white center is good. Nothing. You get nothing here. This position, white has got an extra pawn and a good position. Okay, I leave that. Who was the famous student? Okay, you want to know? The famous student is from Ahmedabad. Famous student is from Ahmedabad. Dhyani Dave. Dhyani Dave. I lost the game. I got a very good position, but I made mistake and lost. Okay, I go to the next one. Now, this game decided the tournament. Zero Ivanchu. जो भी जीतेगा टूर्नामेंट विनर. जो भी जीतेगा टूर्नामेंट विनर. तो जीरो वेंट फॉर द Capablanca variation. अरे भाई, so Capablanca variation. Knight into pawn is a mistake. Bishop d5 will come. Bishop d5. All standard theory. Knight. White having some kind of central superiority. So here the old move was f5. The old move was f5, but he played this new move. You cannot sacrifice. Black cannot sacrifice. And now they psychological. You have to move the knight and then f4 f5. This is the natural plan. Move the knight and f4 f5. So novelty. Old move here f5, but this turned out to be not so good. Not so good for black, but a new move, sharp move. Now pawn push, forced, take, and now f5. Everything has changed. Now black's bad piece is gone, and white's exposed king. Black is going to punish white for weakening the king. What else? You can't play. You can't play this. This is bad. You are left with a bad bishop. All right. I want now how black should play. Ivanchuk was a great creative player. So how black can play this game? Name of the opening Capablanca variation. Roy Lopez Capablanca variation 9d4. If you play h3 ninth move, it is Chigorin. If you play d4 ninth move, it is called Capablanca variation. Yes, yes. There was Jani Dave is a WIM. I trained her many years. I think 4 5 years I trained her. Now, because sharp play, you have to take risk. How to improve the position? Now, let us see the position knight coming c4. It is only improvement of positional play. There is no attack. Now, exchanging rooks will get nothing. So, sharp play like target, target, unexpected h5, unexpected. Now, if you play f5, suppose you play f5, then pawn into, and I will open up further. Further open up. The f5 point is cracked now. You can't do f5. So उसने खेला queen g6. What else you will do? Queen g6. But now rook e4. You are free to push the pawn, free to take. Into. Very brave and correct decision. Rook attack and bishop into and bishop. Whatever you do, it's all working out badly. If you play e3 is winning. Idea e2 check. Idea bishop attack, bishop cannot move. So you cannot play rook f1. After the standard move, rook b1, e3. वेरी वेरी एक्टिव पीसेस. अकेला क्वीन कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. अभी कुछ नहीं. नो चेक नथिंग. और यहाँ डिस्क चेक इज देयर. So after check, the queen c6 check, queen d5 check will come. Lot finish. Now this is winning. F2 is winning. E2 is winning. After the move, this is finished. But I want to play here rook f2. That is also winning. That means it is the willingness to play sharply. If a player did not find f5 here, h5, what a sharp move. Here, suddenly everything changed. Everything changed. This move. It is very difficult. Suddenly f h5. Okay. Very sharp play. अभी zero salo. टाइम है वो कर दूंगा मैं. I want to show maybe first this one. Zero salo. The idea is to play nd5. Now you have to develop the pawn and bishop, but then nd5 and I take it with initiative. nd5. Knight into. Now, if you play pawn into, which is not good move because I can castle with the idea rook e1, or I can play here. Say, if you play pawn into, I can also play c3 and knight h4. Then I will play knight h4. White is better. So pawn into is a passive move and not good move. So here queen into is the line, and now queen e2. The idea is to castle long. So you can take, if you take this pawn, it is risky business. It is risky. For example, I have a choice. I can play bishop c3, you run away, and d5. d5 gets advantage to white. Idea pawn into idea, this open up. This gives problems. Diagonal. So, or alternately, you can play also bishop into pawn. You can also do d5. When you will play queen into pawn and castle, and pawn takes is compulsory now. Bishop takes. Now white has got a huge lead in development or pressure on this, and now ये जो queen है, ये unprotected है, ये piece भी target है. So you know this is a target, this is a target, this is a target. All these things you will not survive. King safe हो गया. You can do that, and if you are not willing to sacrifice, simple bishop c3 is also plus. This is also enough for advantage. ये भी काफी है. So normally players develop ND7 and I will castle. You play bishop D6, whatever, and castle. So here he played a bad move. आ गया D4. कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. Now castle king, no attack will come. So castle should win now because the king position and the double bishop, the center, everything is in favor of white. So just playing positionally also will win, but he played sharply. These are all silly. C3 karo. Now there is a tactical threat. अभी ये king आ जाएगा a1 and immediate threat is to win a pawn. Here and queen check, win picking up a pawn. अभी दोनों knight बचाएगा तो बचाएगा कहाँ जाएगा? Knight e5 में piece चला जाएगा and knight c5 में piece trap हो जाएगा. So he played bishop back. हो गया. I get the pawn and better game. Finish. Now g5 open, h4 h5 plan. There is nothing. So the whole line, it is not worthy कि ये लाइन सेंटर काउंटर के लिए यू कैन मेक इट योर मेन लाइन. आपका ये मेन लाइन कर सकते हैं. ये जो है यू कैन डू दिस मेन लाइन, वेरी शार्प लाइन. हाँ भाई कुछ लाइन. दिस इज ओके. क्वीन e2, देयर इज अ मूव क्वीन e2. ये भी लाइन है. बिशप h7 बोलता है बैड मूव है. हु इज एनोटेटर? सिरो. सिरो हिमसेल्फ सेज दैट bb7 वाज करेक्ट. According to Siro, bb7 and now back, and now Siro says this is very good compensation black के लिए. So he says h4 was the strongest. Siro says h4 was strongest. Threat है. Bishop g5 winning a piece. कोई नहीं जा रहा है. Piece की बात नहीं. कोई नहीं चला जाएगा. Winning discover check. Force all this. Idea rook check. Winning position. So Siro's plan was h4 was correct. Sir Magnus Anand Kasparov Capablanca. Your choice is very good, but you are leaving some great paths. You should not leave Smyslov, Karpo. टॉप 10 में ये सब आता है. Smyslov, Karpo. Okay. So एक और गेम. ये d4. Now I recommend, you want to bring your knight and then bishop. So why block the bishop? So bishop d3. Bishop d3. Idea, next move, knight here and bishop here, advantage. So correct for black is to play a6 now. This is the best move for black. Now knight e2, and now you can play bishop g4. Idea in c6 and castle. On f3, s3 you can't play, you have to play this move. And now on bishop f4, maybe you can play queen d7, knight c6 and castle. But why a6 is necessary is because if you do not play a6, you do not play this move, then knight b5 and c4 will come. Full center. सेंटर कंट्रोल आ जाए. यही गलती किया ब्लैक. अभी ब्लैक को a6 खेलना था. He must stop the knight. Knight c4, knight b5 and c4 must be stopped. So he played this. ये ठीक था. गेम में ऐसा हुआ. This is bad. This is bad. अभी कम से कम a6 खेलना था. c6 भी चलेगा. But a bad move. The point is a player should not ignore knight b5. Center आ गया. Plus minus. The position is already plus minus. This is the drawback of allowing the knight b5 and c4. अभी कुछ नहीं होगा. अभी स्पेस सेंटर सब कुछ पूरा का पूरा पीछे 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 जाएगा. थ्रेट आ गया. If you do not take it, queen b3 आ जाए and knight e5. If you do not allow, next queen b3 टेम्पो के साथ and knight e5 के बाद गया. So you must take. कितना queen move? The queen is moving here fourth time and same square, plus minus. If you ask my choice, I would say number one Fisher. I would put Kasparov number two. Then I would put actually Smyslov number three. You know, when the all world champions game was examined, then they put every world champions game to fridge or whatever the engine. Engine maximum number of correct move was by Smyslov. Maximum correct moves was by Smyslov. So I would put Fischer, then Kasparov, then I would put Smyslov, then I would put, there are all these things. I could put Anand, Karpov, then I can put this Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen maybe number 4 or 5. So this is the line how it should have been played. I will not be able to cover all the other games. I will cover later. Now I want you तो डाउट कोई है कौन बोला था वीरभद्र नो he says who was the famous student Jani Dhave. Okay, she should have become a WGM. She could have become a WGM, but anyway she has not become. So वो जो है क्या गेम बोला which game? Okay, doubt from mail. I'll check it. Okay. Yes, Magnus Carlsen is technically great, but he has not produced brilliant games like Fischer, Kasparov, or Tal. Only one part of the game is playing correct, technical chess. But okay, here, where is this? I will see mail first.  . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . 。 。 . . . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 So this is a game versus one Sadalja. What is the game? Why this move? Look there. Now you played castle. You are telling rook a1 take, rook a1 take. This is the correct move. I would recommend this variation. This is very good for white. Okay, you castle. Okay, it's also all right. Why you have to go? I think this is a better move. The bishop already. I don't have to move. Bishop will function anyway. Just move the king. So a room for bishop. Yeah. Why this move? Okay. Actually, I don't think there is better moves. Okay. You played b4. Yeah, it is winning. It's a good game, but maybe RB1, RB7 was better, and no need of BD3. H1 was better. Okay, yeah. Tell me how to crush such a move, playing as many players from Gujarat are playing this line. 3c5. Okay, I will tell you, 3c5 is bad. Here, this is bad. अभी इसमें क्या है? आप ये अभी ये पोजीशन में यू प्लेड c3. ये मार देगा तो भी प्लस है. ये मार देगा ना, ये सिंपल प्लस है. अभी आप e6 करोगे, करोगे कि नहीं? करोगे. तो नाउ आई विल प्ले नाइट. तो आप नाइट आओगे, तो अभी ये खेल दूंगा. अब ये मार देगा मैं. नाउ सपोज यू प्ले हियर, आई एम गोइंग टू टेक इट. दिस इज बैड. नाउ आफ्टर दैट आपको ये पॉन भी नहीं देगा. नाउ आई विल नॉट गिव यू दिस पॉन ऑल्सो. अभी क्वीन चेक देगा तो ये आएगा और b4 आएगा. सो बेस्ट इज टू टेक द पॉन एंड bb5. आप ये लाइन पे जाओ, इधर जाओ, bb5 यहाँ खेलो. अब ये मार दो, dc5 मार दो और e6 खेला, तो अभी भी पॉन को बचा लेना है. ओके, dc5 मार दो. ये बैड लाइन है. कौन खेलता है ये? दीज आर बैड थिंग्स. एटलीस्ट नन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट विल प्ले दिस. ये क्या है? इधर जाओ इधर. ये वेरिएशन ब्लैक 12 का भाव में जाएगा. कितना ये कोई क्रॉस. ये लाइन के दिखने के बाद ये कोई खेलेगा? अभी देखो, ये कार्य की dc5 मारा. अभी a3 इज अ गुड मूव, बट आई वुड रेकमेंड टू डिफेंड द पॉन. ये जो है, दिस इज आइडिया b4 में प्लस है, nf3, बट क्वीन g4 प्लस है. ये मारा तो टाल जैसा प्लेयर क्वीन g4 खेले, आनंद, ये भी प्लस है. लेकिन मैं बोलता हूँ इसको बचाओ भाई, इसको बस डिफेंड करो, क्योंकि ऊपर का लेवल में अभी यहाँ कैनॉट पनिश. सपोज यू प्ले हियर, व्हाट इज डूइंग a6. a6 को बिशप e3 खेलो, इसको बचाओ जस्ट. कि इसको कैसा पनिश करेगा? हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू डू? नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल, अभी मेन आइडिया, ही वांट्स टू टारगेट द बिशप, ये मूव, ये आना चाहता है। मारो, you take so that I consolidate. Why this move? Because if you try to pressurize, I will just play bishop b5 और मार देगा। एक्स्ट्रा सेंटर पॉन है, सेंटर पॉन, सो bd7 खेलता है। bd7 खेला तो नाइट, अभी ऑलरेडी मारो, सपोर्टेड है, सब सपोर्टेड है। रिकवरी कहां करेगा? आई वॉन्ट टू प्ले एनडी2 एंड बी4, एनडी2 बी4, लेकिन क्वीन को पासिव क्यों रखेगा? मेरा प्लान है एनडी2 एंड बी4, बट वाई पासिव क्वीन? अभी एक्स्ट्रा पॉन को लेने के लिए उसको बहुत टाइम जाएगा। रूक ए5 खेलेंगे, सपोज यू प्ले दिस मूव, तो बी4 करेगा, बी4 करेगा। अभी एक पॉन तो मिलेगा कहां तुमको? वेर यू विल गेट द पॉन? तो ये नाइट ए5 गया, गुड मूव, good move, because if you take it, then I will play g3, maybe take it, g3, you come back king s2, sorry g2, with the idea h file, ready-made attack, रेडीमेड अटैक आ जाएगा। सो रुक c8 खेला, मारा नहीं। अभी पॉन तो मिल गया, लेकिन अटैक आ गया, he got the pawn back at the price of attack। तो नॉर्मली ये बहुत तकलीफ लिया पॉन वाले, नॉर्मली पॉन बचता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई विल शो, ये एनएच खेलते हैं, दूसरा लाइन क्या है, कारवाना के गेम एनडी7 खेला, अब नहीं देगा, आई वोंट गिव द पॉन विद द प्राइस, टेरिफिक सेंटर। तो अभी पॉन मिलेगा नहीं, और व्हाइट हैज बेटर बिशप एंड बेटर सेंटर। दिस इज ऑल्सो प्लस। बाय द वे, if you play some queen a5 check, queen a5 check, then knight c3, and now bishop into pawn, bishop check is white better, white is better, more development, मार देगा और कैसल कर देगा, टेरिफिक डेवलपमेंट। देन a3 का सब पीछे पीछे, ये जो है पॉन बचता है, ये कोट्रानियस, आई विल से सैमुअल सेवियन। सो 97, दिस इज अ पैसिव लाइन। अभी पॉन मिलेगा कहां से? अभी नाइट आएगा, इफ यू प्ले नाइट, बिशप b5 विल कम, पॉन प्लस। अभी कितना नाइट मूव हुआ है? दिस नाइट हैज मूव 3 टाइम्स, 1 2 3, और मारेगा तो डेवलपमेंट, डेवलपमेंट में पीछे, तो ये लाइन प्लस है, इट इज जस्ट ए प्लस लाइन। मार दो क्वीन c7 को, नाइट f3 प्लस। ओके, if queen c5 e6, what to do if queen c5? कहाँ आता है queen c5? If in queen c5, where is queen c5 is coming? ओके, प्लस, जस्ट कैसल करेगा। ब्लैक स्क्वायर का प्रॉब्लम है, डेवलपमेंट का प्रॉब्लम है, स्पेस इज अ बैड पोजिशन। ओके, रूहानी आसुदानी, नो प्रॉब्लम, I will discuss this line in the afternoon. So thank you very much friends being with me.